Hey, people. Whoa, wait. One second, man. I'm gonna adjust myself a little bit with taking this out all bad, but I'm gonna give it to it tonight. Hey, people. Uh, man, this is. If you've been kind of following me, man, this is viewing five, man, and viewing five. I'm basically, man, I'm cut dry to this here, man, to the point, man, and I hope this is reaching to the right people, man. As I say, man, hashtag, Spike Lee, hashtag Oprah Winfrey, hashtag Al Sharpton, hashtag Jesse Williams. You know, all the activists, all the major speakers that's gonna reach to them politicians, that's gonna allow the bottom people voices that I try to hear expressed today to be heard. And hopefully, you know, these points right here that I raise and give to you, I know it's gonna make it makes sense and please sit down and just think about it, reflect and understand that as I express that we as people, the blacks, Afro Americans, got lives that matter. And I say this because, my whole purpose of, making, you know, these these viewings I have been making has been cause of the misdirection that this protest has been taking. However, we do need all the support that everyone's opinion or choice of living should, have some say. However, please understand me. However, Black Lives Matter. That is the movement here. Everything else that has been trying to be placed out there is of some way of been of choice. I mean, I'm saying now, I'm not biased. Therefore, I just quite don't understand right now that this has all been extended of the torture and the mistreatment of blacks, African Americans for centuries upon centuries that now needs has hatched. You know what I mean? And it has hatched. The truth shed light, and everybody yes, put their foot out there, but now has taken a different course or led on for their own real agenda of movement to support their choice of living a life in that nature, being that you even chose to come to this country and live or so. There's there's China, you know what I'm saying? Right? For the Chinese. There's Dominican Republic for the Dominicans. There's Puerto Rico for Puerto Ricans. You know what I mean? There is Mexico for Mexico. You get what I mean? Now, for all these ethnies, they all say, you Latin, this, and that, and the other, meaning that where you would come from, basically, they would understand where you come from on all these applications. What do they say for us? The black slash African Americans. So they understand and know that, though should be of African descent, of descent, that me, my father, his father, should have been born here or so. You know, I mean, we all, I believe, seen Roots, you know, and if not, check that out. You know what I mean? That would definitely touch home and have you understanding my viewpoints of why I have to stand strong, prejudiciously, and argue for my people, hoping my voice to be heard for my people towards within this protest, and that hoping that my views and this here solutions that I can push for my people can reach and touch and be expressed to the the politicians and let's just I guess experience that this way of living that I'm about to project here. So I say very well that I God bless God bless to every ethnicity, every people of choice of protest. However, I have to sit here and I'm gonna speak firmly for the protesting of Black Lives Matter and for our compensation for 40 acres in the mule, stimulus, incentive, or the bare fact that we are here now seeking for equality, times justice. Once again, I say royalties, which that is all equal to the royalties. You know, we've been out of position so long, and we know the pots that have been stirred in homes and everything, and organizations built against us and everything. I mean, once again, I don't have to sit here bare through the full facts of history. I mean, it's being exposed. The truth is being exposed right here on through the media, and they're not sugarcoating it any longer. You know what I mean? And they're saying that we African Americans, cry is very it's painful, and for some, being sympathetic. But let's see now. Let's see now. Let's put this bill here. It's 40 acres in the mule. Let's see how sympathetic they can be. How much their hearts and their hands is going to be given out. Because that's what's truly needed here. To the fact, because, regardless of whatever you do, you move any tactics and in any organization or any, figure of a form of the little part of the strategic system that it is built, it is really not gonna get us. They just it's slippery easy, slip something right back into place. Come on, we know that and we see that, and it's they did it from the chains around our, what I'm saying, wrists and ankles to a different form of saying go ahead and we'll catch you later. I'm just saying that it's time for us to actually, all as a people to be in position of power, to actually be afforded to have some value to this here way of life, of living, contribution, beyond what we already contribute of creating America, of what it is today. We can't take away from what the native Indians has, you know what I'm saying, been raped up. So I just to say that, since we are somewhat there second in line upon the native energies, I gave them, these reservations and set them off. Like, can we be afforded now somewhat for our extinguished suffrage? And I'm going to run some figures and everything down in place and how it's all going to fit for community, policing, health, and geographic upon segregation, which we all know is needed because we already know that there is both sides upon not an agreement of certain changes, but the changes need to be done, and I mean dramatically. Whereas once we are up on scale, and I explain within depth, I guess a little bit further, that policing will be within self of the people in their communities. And right now, I see that, we really much have the attentions of the politicians right now. And this is very much of a time that hopefully what we can present here, hopefully what I shall be expressing, reach and be understood and very much pushed. Only way, the only method cannot be given to, in a sense, public. It needs to be given directly and personally. And the rest will all formulate within the other politics that's going to be reformed within all matters. Because if we allow them to actually keep us right here and just change these small tactics, we not going to be out from this systematic slavery. This other form of genocide towards my son, my grandsons. And I'm not forgetting about my mama, wife, daughters, granddaughters to come. Do not forget the mother nature of life. I'm saying, so man, follow me, man, and respectfully. When I break down these 40 acres of the new stimulus and I guess project certain details of how it all should somewhat work along with what's already been taking place. And mine is stimulating from what has been taking place, what's being addressed already. So you know, I think implementing this, it can only mean a bit more progress because you will allow us to progress. Allow us to rise beyond what you already embedded in yourselves and your hearts towards just the individual I am because of my skin tone. Not let alone or of the other delusional images and expressions you built in yourself, your children, and so have you against us. You know, the news admitted them totally like that you know they go into work uh, uh, and are told to target blacks, African Americans. I'm saying, man, you know, there is very much segregation still needed away from that. This is another reason why, you know, I say extend the money, extend us, so that way we can somewhere at least try to escape, as well as we can create. I'm saying, Trump, you know, hashtag to you too. You saying making America great again. Well, you know, you're a businessman, and some things, you know, you can't too much try to, you know, be blinded to too much, you know, when it's pushed right there in your face to eat it. So, you know, you seem sympathetic, like you want to help and you know, even it all out here, right? Maybe that's what you was truly, you know, placed here to do. And fitting in that, you know, you businessman and you president now somewhat and truth of the matter, the truth come out that, you know, we've been hard workers of America for so long, you know. Some of us just, you know, trying to cash in on our pension right now or something of it. You know what I mean? However be the case, you know what? 40 acres and a mule, man. Let us have that, man. And I'm going to get back with y'all in a little bit, and I'm going to break it down from figures and all dynamics of once we receive these fundings, how this will be very much needed element to the solution of showing that Black Lives Matter. Believe that. Because if we let them not present us with royalties, they're not even going to, you know what I'm saying, understand or wake up to the fact that we have, you know what I'm saying, we truly have value and are worth something. Are worth something beyond, okay, we just can't beat on them anymore and things in that nature, or, you know, we allow their issue to you know what I'm saying, help push our issue. We've been doing that for America quite too long. Please, can us blacks and African Americans have this, please? So, like, once again, man, stick with me, man. I'll be right back. Let me explain this here first. Again, that this whole approach that I am bringing to you is not, and I once again say it is not by any means with any hatred towards any ethnicity, creed, form of life, gender, style. I'm not the judge. However, I am here, I believe, presenting something that will be very much a step, the solution. If not say just a solution, but hell enough something that's going to place us blacks, African Americans, beyond the treatment that we have been receiving. Let's look at it, face the fact. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not sitting here begging. What I'm sitting here is trying to open not just everybody's eyes, but let's look at it. But it would sure enough make everybody open their hearts. And it would definitely open up our doors, our pave, our avenues, boulevards, more clearer than just what they've been trying to, pave for us that we've been struggling for to get up there. Now we would really saying how we, have been, creating these lands and everything century after century. We ain't no goddamn Trump Tower. What even hospitals that we have, that stand behind Afro-American? What? This is probably a Harlem hospital? The city hospital? I'm just saying. So when I project these numbers, please, and those that I say that could get to the politicians, because again, things are progressive, but we need to allow them to understand that truthfully the only way we're gonna get beyond the struggle, you set us off financially so that way we can then, if need to be, because believe it, there's going to be a lot of migration and there's segregation that's still needed, because we want to get away from those that still we know that's going to hate us, and if we should have that feeling that now we need to be around those of our liking more. Like I tried to explain to you earlier, and now if we choose to go back to Africa and try to rebuild what was already taught, stripping, but really again, everybody else have their country, so at least now allow